Yo, it's crazy, right? I, I've been laughing about this shit for a couple of days now. Maybe like a day or two. Fucking Jim Jones is talking bad about Nas. Nas. We talking about Nas. Arguably the GOAT. He's some people GOAT, he's some people not GOAT, but Jim Jones is nobody GOAT. Like you disrespecting Nas, trying to compare yourself to Nas and Kiss and all this other shit. You got this hit, you got that hit, Jim Jones. What hit are we talking about? Because if somebody walked up to me and said, I'll give you $1 million if you can name 5 of Jim Jones songs, I won't get that $1 million. I don't know 5 of your songs. People naming 2 of your songs. People naming Ballin', which that song is trash. We only like the beat and the hook. The verses, we don't even know what you say in the verse. And they say Pop Champagne. That's not even your song, right? I think ain't that Rob Brown song or something? Like that's not even yours. Like you probably on the remix or it's not your song. We know Summer in Miami with Trey Songz, and we know na 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 whatever the case is. But we know the beat and the hook, Jim Jones. We don't know your verses, so we have no clue what the fuck you talking about. But then you say you idolize Nas, and when he did Belly, he fell off and you fell off from him. You never was on. Nobody knows you, Jim Jones. We know you from being Dipset, and you was the worst rapper in Dipset. When we hear Dipset, we think of Cam, we think of Jewel, and then they motherfucker might be like, "Oh yeah, nah, but Jim Jones is in there too, nigga." And Dipset wasn't even good. Y'all had a movement. Y'all didn't make y'all songs wasn't good. You talking about I Really Mean It. Wasn't that not even your song? What are you talking about? You're claiming shit that's not even yours. But you disrespecting Nas, nigga. You don't got no song. You don't got no song bigger than If I Rule the World. What are you talking about? But and then people like Fat Joe questioning you and Kiss wasn't saying nothing. But Kiss don't need to question you because Fat Joe is saying everything he needed saying. Then you on Club Shay Shay, you trying to overtalk Shay Shay from talking the facts. Shannon Sharp, you trying to overtalk him from telling the facts. First of all, like he said, because I heard everything he said, just because you talk over a nigga don't mean we didn't hear what he said. He said Nas get invited up here, Jada Kiss get invited up here. You're not on them. You're not on their level. You're nowhere even remotely close to neither one of them. Jim Jones, nobody knows you for being a good rapper at all. What good rap do you have where motherfucker like, yo, right, bring that back? Jim Jones killed that. No rap ever. You're a horrible. You're arguably the worst rapper ever. So, why are you dissing Nas out of all people? Talking about he's not relevant. You're relevant. You're relevant because you're acting delusional. You're not relevant because motherfuckers say, yo, Jim Jones' new album or Jim Jones single. Nobody's saying that. They're saying, yo, he on dickhead. He on nut shit. That's why you're relevant. You're relevant in a bad way, not a good way. Ain't nobody gonna go buy your album. And then the minute they don't buy your album, you and your little bit of fans gonna say they hating. No, nigga, you miserable. Your career is over, and I'm gonna tell you why your career over. Niggas' careers that's going good, they don't do love and hip hop. When you start doing love and hip hop, your career is over. You trying to revamp your career from going on love and hip hop, and you only on there on the strength of your ex-wife. If she wasn't on there, you wouldn't have been on there. But that's why your career over. Everybody on love and hip hop career is over. They're either trying to start a career or revamp it. Jay-Z ain't on love and hip hop. Nas ain't on love and hip hop. Jada Kiss ain't on love and hip hop. They still have careers that you don't have. So you gotta resort to the bottom of the barrel. Why Jay-Z ain't on there? You and then you was acting tough with the dude on there like you this and that. Pull up on a why ain't you pull up on a real nigga like that? Clearly the nigga that you pulled on, I think he was like his name Maurice too. My name Maurice too. His name was like Maurice or something. Like you pulled up on him and all that with your man and all that. Clearly he not a gangster because you was beefing in the rap game with some heavyweights. Why the fuck you ain't pull up on them and do nothing? Jim Jones, you fucking delusional. I never liked you as a rapper. I don't even consider you a rapper. I consider you just a shit talker on tracks. You're not a rapper. Rap what? You couldn't rap a gift on Christmas Eve. Fuck kind of rapper are you? I don't know where the fuck you get this from. And like if you really that good as a rapper, I got $20,000 that say I'll show you differently. You're not a good rapper. You can't rap. There ain't nobody calling for Jim Jones saying Jim Jones this and he that. I got if you want to really test your skills, I got $20,000 that say you're a horrible rapper. And no, I'm not disrespecting you as a man or nothing. You're disrespecting Nas, so I'm giving my opinion, which is a fact. You're terrible at rapping. You're not good. Nobody online that say, yo, Jim Jones, that nigga. Nobody would never say that. That nigga at doing what? That nigga doing what? Wearing purple and skull heads and chains and tight clothes, dressing like a fucking white boy? Because that's how white boys was dressing. You got that shit from him. That Purple City Bird Gang, that shit was trash. You had a movement. Y'all had a movement. Y'all was not good at rapping. And it's crazy that if you was really that nigga at rap, you don't got no song with Jay-Z, right? You don't got no song with Nas. You don't got no song with Jada. Like, you have no song with none of the big leagues. Because they don't give a fuck about you. They know you trash. Like New York. And I respect New York because they stick together. Long as it don't get ugly, they stick together. But Jada Kiss would tell you you're a horrible fucking rapper. You can't fuck with Styles. What are you talking about? Fuck with Styles and what? Styles is the fucking mixtape champ. You're nothing. You a champ at nothing. You trying to sell records and still not gonna sell no records. Like who's the biggest artist that you got a song with? Nobody calls, let me call Jim Jones and get this feature. That nigga be killing shit. No, the fuck he do not kill nothing. You talk about absolutely nothing. Because if you really was that nigga, you wouldn't be trying to piggyback off Nas and Kiss, and you're disrespecting them to try to put your name in. What argument? What argument? Nobody likes your music, Jim Jones. Just be cool. We don't like your music. Not me, because I don't listen to your shit at all. I don't know no album you have. And you probably got a lot. I don't know one. Niggas only was listening to your shit because you was with Cam. Because niggas like Cam. You are fucking trash. You're trash. Later, hater.